This holiday, the real gift isn't what's inside the box. It's what's inside the person who opened it. Give Ancestry DNA. The only DNA test that can trace your origins to over 150 ethnic regions. And open up a world of possibility. Save 30% for the holidays at AncestryDNA.com.
At CarMax, we'll buy your car even if you don't buy one from us. Because maybe you're already buying a car somewhere else, or maybe you want to shop around, or maybe you don't want to drive a car at all anymore. Like maybe you want to ride a camel into the desert and take a deep, hard look within. Just figure some stuff out for a while. That's cool. Whatever your plans for buying a car, CarMax is the place to sell your car. Okay, let's do this, Tina. Here we go. I believe in you, Tina. Come on now. We can just hang out here.
You eat well and take the highest dose statin you can to lower your LDL bad cholesterol, but still aren't getting where you need to be. It can be a real struggle. Now there's a different way to reduce LDL and get on the path to dramatically lower numbers with Repatha. Repatha works differently from your statin to help clear LDL. When taken every 2 weeks, Repatha plus the highest dose statin drove down LDL on average 71% more than a statin alone and 63% when taken once a month.
Do not take Repatha if you are allergic to it. Repatha may cause serious allergic reactions. Signs include redness, severe rash or itching, swollen face, or trouble breathing. Most common side effects include runny nose, sore throat, common cold symptoms, flu or flu-like symptoms, back pain, high blood sugar, and redness, pain, or bruising at the injection site.
Added to a highest dose statin, Repatha lowered LDL below 70 for up to 90% of people. Ask if Repatha can get you on the path to way lower LDL.
Repatha is now FDA approved to reduce the risk of heart attack and stroke. Visit repatha.com.
Did I?
I feel totally duped.
A company selling presents from Santa that local families say never showed up. The I-Team tracks down the owner of a questionable business, getting answers for angry families. Friday at 11 on ABC Action News.
At Christmas, every year we ask you for your one thing, a gift made in America.
Hi, David.
For years now, you've been sending your ideas, your one thing.
Hi, David.
Gifts made in America, your ideas for the rest of us.
I just finished baking a batch of cookies on my USA Pan cookie sheet.
Hey, David.
Melissa Parker from Sarasota, sending us photos of her family's Christmas tradition. Poinsettias grown in Florida at Orban's Nursery. Grown here, and the family photographed here. A yearly Christmas tradition. Mason growing up as those poinsettias grow too.
We've been doing it since he was 4, and now he's 5 years old.
And then to Worcester, Massachusetts tonight. Table Talk Pies sending us this message. Founded in 1924, still family owned. 300 workers baking 4 million of their signature mini pies a week. The Santiago family with their review. Little Jaden.
These are the best pies.
And then Laura Doherty.
Hi, David.
It wouldn't be Christmas without candy canes. Her one thing in her message from Cincinnati tonight.
These made in America candy canes from Dosher's Candies.
Dosher's Candies, Newtown, Ohio, since 1871. 12 workers making 1 million candy canes for Christmas.
We are making something that brings families together during the holidays.
The same recipe in those copper kettles, twirling the red and white together.
Made in America.
And finally tonight in Rentham, Massachusetts, Divine Desserts. And we mean it. From the Sisters of Mount St. Mary's Abbey. 12 nuns putting on their uniforms, Sisters Christina, Carla, and Haley among them, making more than 50,000 boxes of chocolate-covered toffee with hazelnuts.
It's been very beautiful to see there are people who love each other and care about each other very much, and I get to see that every day.
It makes it a special Christmas gift. It's something that carries an essence, not just a candy.
Packing every box with those 3 words and a prayer.
Made in America with love and prayer.
Made in America. Send us your videos, your gift ideas, Made in America, on our Facebook page. Good night.
ABC News, America's #1.
If your kids love toys, you're gonna love Ross. Ross has a huge selection of top brand name toys for kids of every age, all at big savings. A fraction of what you pay elsewhere. For toys, you gotta go to Ross.
Toyotathon is on at Wesley Chapel Toyota. Year-end savings on all your favorite Toyota models with 2 years maintenance and, of course, our lifetime warranty. Don't miss Toyotathon at Wesley Chapel Toyota.
Hey, Volts fans, get 50% off your entire online order at regular menu price the day after a Volts victory. Order online and use promo code VOLTSW. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official pizza of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Maybe you should save. Maybe you should start planning. Maybe you should invest in your dream, in your community, in yourself. And maybe the right bank for you isn't a bank at all. Achieve a credit union. Banking for good.
The first thing I always make for the holidays is a trip to Ross. I find just what I need to prep, cook, and serve a meal in style. And I save so much on everything.
For entertaining, there's no place like Ross. Wendy Ryan, weeknights on ABC Action News.
Omarosa's saying about claims that she was escorted out of the White House. And did Robin Roberts really just diss Omarosa?
Bye, Felicia.
Then, Highgate, the White House press secretary. Do these photos prove she can fake a pie? And
Porch Pirates gone wild.
why has this home been targeted 15 times?
How is it that this keeps happening to you?
Now, the homeowner's revenge. Plus, first Mario Batali.
Now another top TV chef is pulled off the air.
Then, how-to Christmas hacks. How to wrap awkward-shaped gifts.
What I like to do is wrap a gift in a gift.
And how to keep your dog away from the tree. And the 40th anniversary of Saturday Night Fever.
Watch the hair.
Wait till you see what happened to the house where it was filmed.
What's the hair?
Plus, best news ever. Now, Inside Edition with Deborah Norville.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. Not that anyone ever thought this, but Omarosa will not be going quietly into the night. The reality contestant turned White House aide is denying reports that she was fired and escorted from the White House. And when she was on Good Morning America to talk about her departure, it looked like Robin Roberts.
Omarosa is getting no sympathy from Robin Roberts.
She'll be selling that story.
The GMA anchor dissed Omarosa just moments after she appeared on the show.
I resigned, and I didn't do that in the residence as being reported.
Omarosa is denying reports that she threw a tantrum after being fired by White House Chief of Staff John Kelly and was dragged out of the White House after trying to speak to President Trump in his private quarters.
John Kelly and I had a very straightforward discussion about concerns that I had, issues that I raised, and as a result, I resigned.
So you resigned, you weren't fired as the reported.
And you know, I like to hear all of these interesting tales, but I have to tell you that they're 100% false.
Were you escorted off?
No, I was not.
The Secret Service is weighing in on the drama today, saying Omarosa was escorted out, but not by them. The Secret Service was not involved in the termination process or the escort off of the complex. They also confirmed they had deactivated her security pass. Omarosa is not going away quietly, strongly suggesting she's going to write a tell-all book.
There were a lot of things that I observed during the last year that I was very unhappy with, that I was very uncomfortable with, things that I observed, that I heard, that I listened to. I can expand upon it because I have to still go back and work with these individuals. But when I have a chance to tell my story, Michael, quite a story to tell.
That didn't sit well with Robin Roberts.
She said she has a story to tell, and I'm sure she'll be selling that story.
We'll see. Yeah, she will. Bye, Felicia.
Huh? Who's Felicia?
Bye, Felicia.
It comes from the 1995 movie Friday.
What is it about? You guys are having a problem with her.
Contestant turned White House aide is denying reports that she was fired and escorted from the White House. And when she was on Good Morning America to talk about her departure, it looked like Robin Roberts wasn't buying it.
Omarosa is getting no sympathy from Robin Roberts.
And I'm sure she'll be selling that story.
The GMA anchor dissed Omarosa just moments after she appeared on the show.
I resigned, and I didn't do that in the residence as being reported.
Omarosa is denying reports that she threw a tantrum after being fired by White House Chief of Staff John Kelly and was dragged out of the White House after trying to speak to President Trump in his private quarters.
John Kelly and I had a very straightforward discussion about concerns that I had, issues that I raised,
And as a result, I resigned.
So you resigned, you weren't fired after that
No.
being reported.
And you know, I like to hear all of these interesting tales, but I have to tell you that they're 100% false.
Were you escorted off?
No, I was not.
The Secret Service is weighing in on the drama today, saying Omarosa was escorted out, but not by them. The Secret Service was not involved in the termination process or the escort off of the complex. They also confirmed they had deactivated her security pass. Omarosa is not going away quietly, strongly suggesting she's going to write a tell-all book.
There were a lot of things that I observed during the last year that I was very unhappy with, that I was very uncomfortable with. Things that I observed, that I heard, that I listened to. I can expand upon it because I have to still go back and work with these individuals. But when I have a chance to tell my story, Michael, quite a story to tell.
That didn't sit well with Robin Roberts.
She said she has a story to tell, and I'm sure she'll be selling that story.
We'll see. Yeah, she will. Bye, Felicia.
Huh? Who's Felicia?
Bye, Felicia.
It comes from the 1995 movie Friday, and it's street slang for "so long, loser."
Omarosa!
Omarosa left GMA Studios after her interview and flew back to Washington. On the plane, she texted Inside Edition about Robin's Bye Felicia dig. That was petty. It's a black woman's civil war. Other TV hosts piled on.
She's just been so nasty to so many women, and so many women of color.
And just look at this reaction from an analyst on CNN.
Goodbye, good riddance, goodbye. Angela.
But the president's still a fan. Here's what he said today.
I like Omarosa. Omarosa's a good person.
Many are wondering exactly what Omarosa did at the White House. Her official title was Assistant to the President and Director of Communications for the Office of Public Liaison. But her duties were kind of vague.
Omarosa gone. Who's going to be in charge of...
One thing's for sure, you haven't heard the last from Omarosa.
When I can tell my story, it is a profound story that I know the world will want to hear. And in the midst of the Omarosa departure comes the return of Piegate. It all started over Thanksgiving when a member of the White House press corps jokingly expressed skepticism that Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders actually baked her holiday pies. Well, Sanders has been back on social media with kind of a play-by-play of pie baking.
White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders has cooked up a response to Piegate, perfect chocolate pecan pies. It all began on Thanksgiving when she tweeted, "I don't cook much these days, but managed this chocolate pecan pie for Thanksgiving." But there were many in the White House press corps who doubted she ever cooked that picture-perfect pie herself. Last night, the unflappable press secretary posted photos of how she makes the pie, down to the dough being mixed. The pie's in the oven, which she prepared for a potluck meal today at the White House.
I'm looking forward to having some pie with you.
Meanwhile, the press secretary is getting more heat for her reaction earlier this week to that controversial tweet by the president that New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand would do anything for a campaign contribution.
It's about the sexual innuendos. I think only if your mind is in the gutter would you have read it that way.
I'll tell you right now, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, I feel sorry for you.
That's MSNBC's Mika Brzezinski. Last night, Sanders' father, former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee, came to his daughter's defense.
I was stunned that of all the people who are going to give a lecture on morality and family and marriage, it's going to be Mika. I'm sorry, but I just found that stunning.
Brzezinski's fiancée, Joe Scarborough, took serious offense.
What a sleazy thing for you to do.
I just think that
What a judgmental, predictably stupid thing for you to do.
By the way, Joe Scarborough said the couple plans to marry this spring. We've all heard about porch pirates, those Grinches who steal deliveries from the doorstep before homeowners get a chance to bring them into the house. Well, one homeowner has come up with a pretty good deterrent, but the fact that he claims to have been targeted 15 times has some questioning his story. He spoke with Stephen Fabian.
Fed up with porch pirates stealing your Christmas presents? Try a booby-trapped package. This homeowner says he was so exasperated with front porch thievery, he rigged a package that detonates when it's lifted.
Completely
physically harm us. It's just a really loud noise.
Jeremy Barrow of Tacoma, Washington, told me his security cameras have caught a wave of would-be thieves getting the fright of their lives. What is the explosion? What is the noise that scares the would-be robbers?
It's a 12-gauge blank shotgun shell.
About how many times has the device gone off?
It's been about 15. I've had 2 in the last 2 weeks.
Some people who have seen the videos are skeptical. Could one home really be targeted by porch pirates 15 times in the last year and a half? How is it that this keeps happening to you?
I just live on a busy street, and my porch is it's recessed a little bit, but it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Another reason for the skepticism, Jeremy Barrow is now selling an invention called the blank box, which detonates the blank shotgun shell.
You're gonna take your blanks, slide those on in.
Are all these videos legit?
Yes, 100%.
So, porch pirates, you've been warned.
By the way, UPS predicts it'll be handling 750 million packages during the holidays. It has gotten awfully hot in the kitchen these days. First, Mario Batali, now another celebrity chef's losing a gig because of allegations of impropriety. Jim Ray has the details.
The Great American Baking Show has been yanked off the air by ABC just a week after its season premiere, following sexual misconduct allegations against one of its judges.
We have Johnny Uzzini.
8 women have come forward to accuse pastry chef Johnny Uzzini of harassment, including unwanted touching and lewd comments. In a statement to Inside Edition, the pastry chef calls his behavior unprofessional, but adds, many other reports against me were sensationalized and simply not true. The Great American Baking Show was supposed to air a 2-hour episode tonight, but in a statement, the network said it has ended its relationship with Johnny Uzzini and will not be airing the remainder of the Great American Baking Show episodes.
It is clear that this has gone too far.
And veteran PBS broadcaster Tavis Smiley is the latest big name to fall in the sexual misconduct scandal. PBS indefinitely suspended his late-night talk show after learning of troubling allegations. Tavis made this defiant video on Twitter.
I have never groped, inappropriately exposed myself, or coerced any colleague in the workplace ever in my 30-year career. I, for one, intend to fight back.
A big announcement today, Disney is buying a significant piece of Fox, and no one knew until now except maybe the Simpsons. Simpsons, that's right, the animated show has once again predicted the future.
Did this episode of The Simpsons from 19 years ago predict the future? It shows the entrance to 20th Century Fox movie studios. Now check out the fine print. A division of Walt Disney Company. It's not the first time The Simpsons has had a crystal ball. Back in the year 2000, it predicted the election of Donald Trump.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump.
And 5 years before Lady Gaga suspended from the roof at the Super Bowl halftime show, Gaga on The Simpsons performed for Springfield residents. The Simpsons also predicted the Apple Watch. That episode aired way back in 1995. That's 20 years before it was introduced. There's more. Tiger trainers based on Siegfried and Roy were mauled on stage. 10 years later, it happened in real life.
As strange as it seems that they keep predicting the future, I'm not so sure whether you should be going back to your old VHSs of early Simpsons to get your lottery tickets.
Simpsons is both the longest-running American sitcom and longest-running animated program. And if you've got a high school senior, chances are you have had a very stressful week. Early college acceptances are going out, and some happy students are sharing their news with the world.
Pure joy. A 16-year-old high school student finds out he's been accepted at Harvard, and he and his classmates go completely nuts. 6 million people have watched the joyful video, making it the top trending video on social media. Ayrton Little was sitting on pins and needles staring at the computer screen. Would he get early admission to the nation's top-ranked university? Ayrton attends a private school in Louisiana, and you can hear his classmates chanting, "3P." And that's because it's the 3rd year in a row that someone from his school has been accepted to Harvard. But wait, there's more. Last Friday, Ayrton's brother Alex got accepted to prestigious Stanford University with the same amount of anticipation and excitement. Talk about a proud mom. So nice, it happened twice.
Last year, the acceptance rate for kids applying early was 38%. That compares to 18% for general admission. We'll be back with the Inside Edition after this.
Next, how-to Christmas hacks. How to wrap awkward-shaped gifts.
What I like to do is wrap a gift in a gift.
And how to keep your dog away from the tree. And the 40th anniversary of Saturday Night Fever.
What's the hair?
Wait till you see what happened to the house where it was filmed. What's the hair? Then, fight over baby Jesus. Inside Edition with Deborah Norville. We'll be right back.
Hey, Deborah, folks, right here, Florida. Right here at Facility Kia, you know, and what a selection of pre-owned we have here, folks. It's unbelievable. With this cadenza deal we're doing right now at $285 a month, we're getting pre-owned inventory that is absolutely gorgeous trades. Single-digit miles, 12,000 mile, 14,000 mile trades. Don't hesitate. Come in to Facility Wesley Chapel, the giant here in Tampa. Folks, you're not going to want to miss it. Some of these trades are absolutely gorgeous. Come in and see us where everything is huge.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium.